All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Thursday, May 30th slate of games. Trey, leaderboard, starts off.
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0 at the moment. That's because I gave out the Mariners on the money line going up against the Astros. Right before we were recording, it was 0-0 at the start of the game. Hey, it's still tied, but it's 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth, and the Mariners are up to bat. Hopefully, we can get a run across the board and get that dub in my. So hopefully we cash.
Yeah, I had a 0-1 day. Of course, I was one game to get to 500. That's how it goes. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Cubs, Brewers, under 3.5 runs. I have the stat here. Let me pull it up for everybody. Shota Imanaga was on the mound today for the Cubs. I talked about him a lot in the breakdown. He's been really good this season. He only went 3 innings in this game. He gave up 7 earned runs. He's given up a total of 5 runs in the other 9 games. So this is by far his worst start of his career, and I just happened to bet on him. So bad luck there, but he has been a cash cow for us. So 0-1 day. I'll take it with pride. Trey, let's go to the player props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, 1-1 over here. My loss wasn't even my fault. I'm not even taking the blame here. Don't point any fingers at me. It was Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs versus Dodgers. I saw the look in his eyes. He was gunning the dinger, but instead he got hit, and then he exited the game. Did not play. Finished 0-0. So yeah, that sucks. But my winner was Kyle Harrison over 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Phillies. Harrison, he allowed 4 runs, double-digit hits allowed. The Phillies just lit him up.
Yeah, I'm going to have an 0-2 day. Gavin Sheets over 1.5 bases. Only got 1 at-bat against Alek Manoah before he was pulled in the first inning. Not sure if he got hurt or what, but he only gave up 2 hits or something like that in 24 pitches, and he got pulled. So he must have got hurt in that game. Then Corbin Burns was my pitching prop. Over 6.5 strikeouts. He had a ton of batters get to 2 strikes, but he only finished with 5 strikeouts against the Red Sox, going 7 innings. So a little frustrating on that one, but we take the 0-2 day, going to bounce back in a big way. Trey, let's go to plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to take us over to this Detroit Tigers going up against Boston Red Sox game. And I'm pretty pumped to watch this game because I think that we're going to see a blowout here. And I think it's going to be coming from the underdog. Give me the Detroit Tigers here on the money line at minus 104. Essentially even money for this play. And I think that we're going to be back in the better pitcher in this game, and it's going to come through for us because the Tigers, they're throwing out Jack Flaherty here. And Flaherty, yeah, he does have a 1-4 record with a 3.84 ERA, but he does have a 1.08 whip, which is pretty impressive. And we've seen Flaherty hold it down for Detroit this season too, because he's ranked in the top 5% of the MLB in whiff rate, strikeout rate, walk rate, and expected ERA. It sucks this guy's on the Tigers because he's had some bad luck with run support, but I expect that to change in this game because the Red Sox, they're throwing out Nick Pivetta. And Pivetta, he has a 2-3 record with a 4.2 ERA, paired with a 1.07 whip. And meanwhile, Pivetta, he's ranked in the bottom third of the MLB in basically every single pitching category that is no bueno. And the Tigers, yes, I said that they have not been giving Flaherty very much run support, but they've been scoring runs recently. Over their last 3 games, Detroit, they're averaged 7.4 runs per game. Even if Detroit only scores 4+ runs in this game, they should easily be able to cash this money line bet. So give me the Tigers on the money line versus the Red Sox.
Yeah, Trey, I love the play there from you. For my play today, looking at my Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves, my Washington Nationals, they've been struggling lately. But we've got our best player on the mound, Trevor Williams, going today. I'm not really sure if it's going to matter because the Braves are going to be countering with Ronaldo Lopez. I'm going to take the under in this game in the first 5 innings between the 2 teams for the Braves. Lopez has maybe been the best starter for them all season long, coming in with a 1.75 ERA and a 1.09 whip in his 9 games this season. He's only allowed over 3 runs in 1 game, and he's only given up 10 on the season in the 9 games. He's been fantastic for the Braves, and he's also been able to go 5+ innings in 8 of his 9 starts. So he's basically averaging just 1 run allowed per game. I love the Nationals. They're my team. This team, though, they fight to the end. Sometimes they really struggle to put people on base, especially early in the game. Lopez shouldn't have a ton of problems in this one, which is why I love the first 5 innings here. Under the Braves, again, they're struggling with some injuries. Ronald Acuna Jr. will be out for the season. I feel horrible for him. He's dealing with a lot of injuries, and this team hasn't been playing very well offensively this year. Trevor Williams is coming into this game giving up 1 run or less in 6 of the last 7 games. I don't think that's going to slow down. Even going up against the Braves, they've really been struggling. He's also been able to go 5+ innings in 9 of his 10 starts this season, just like Lopez. I do believe both these guys will be able to go 5+ innings. I expect the pitching duel the entire time. These 2 guys are going to go under the total here. Give me the under. First 5 runs scored as the play of 4.5. Trey, let's go with the props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Carlos Correa here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs going up against the Royals. I love this over for Correa in this game because in my opinion, we're going to see him have himself a day at the plate because Correa, he's been awesome for the Twins this year, and he can be found in the 2 hole for Minnesota as well. So we're going to get a lot of opportunities here in this game, which I love. And through 37 games so far this year, Correa, he has 35 hits, 21 runs scored, and 15 RBIs. That comes out to an average of 1.9 hits plus runs plus RBIs per game, which is just over this number. And I expect Correa to hit that number here in this game as well, because Kansas City, they are throwing out Brady Singer, who has been pretty good for them this year. But Correa, he does own this matchup historically. These two, they have faced off in 14 career at-bats, and Correa has a 357 batting average against Singer. So look for Correa to be pretty confident in this game, then swing that big bat of his. So give me Carlos Correa to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Royals.
Yeah, I do like the play there for you. For my batting prop, I'm going to take Aaron Judge over 1.5 base going up against the Angels. Early in the season, Aaron Judge was one of the worst hitters on this Yankees team, barely having a batting average above 210. But I think everybody knew eventually Aaron Judge was going to find a way to start racking up the hits. And that's exactly what he's done over the last 2 months of baseball, bringing his batting average up to 279, collecting 56 hits and 17 home runs. He is so back right now. Over the last 10 games of baseball, he's only had one game where he has not recorded a hit, and he's totaled 5 home runs over the last 9 games, collecting 3 multi-hit games over the last 8. To say that he's dialed in at the plate would be an understatement, as he is just dominating everybody he sees on the mound. That leads us to Patrick Sandoval, who's having one of the worst seasons in his career, coming in with a 5.60 ERA and a 1.55 whip. Over the last couple games, he has gone from bad to worse, giving up 4+ runs in 2 of his last 3 games and giving up combined 4 home runs over the last 3 games. He's given up a lot of home runs, and he's giving up a lot of hits, surrendering 20 total hits over the last 3 games, and the reason for that has been his lack of control. He has no feel on the mound right now, walking 7 batters over the last 2 games. He's going to leave a meatball over the plate for Aaron Judge. Give me his over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Jack Flaherty here, and I'm going to take him to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Red Sox. I love this over for Flaherty. I touched on him in the game pick section, and I said that he's ranked in the top 5% of the MLB in strikeout rate, which does check in at 33.3%. That is an elite level. So that means he strikes out 1 out of every 3 batters he faces, which is impressive. And that comes out to an average of 8.1 strikeouts per game, which is over this number. And I just expect him to show that strikeout ability throughout this game as well. That's because of his matchup here versus the Red Sox. Boston, they just love to strike out. They do it an average of 9.69 times per game, which is the 3rd most in the MLB. So I think that we're going to see Flaherty be able to pitch deep in this game and thus accumulate a ton of strikeouts like the Red Sox love to do. So give me Jack Flaherty to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Red Sox.
Yeah, I do like that play there, Trey. For my pitching prop, it's going to be Brady Singer of the Royals to go under 2.5 earned runs going up against the Twins. Carlos Correa can have his 2 hits, but the Kansas City Royals have had a lot of great pitching this season, especially from the starters. That's why they're one of the top 5 teams this season record-wise, but the main guy this season has been Brady Singer for them, who has gone 11 games so far, and he's been able to go 5+ innings in every single start. If you take a look at his game stats, Brady Singer has had 2 poor starts on the year where he gave up 4 runs to the Mariners, 5 runs to the Blue Jays, and if we take those 2 games out, Brady Singer's given up 9 runs in 9 games this year. Everybody's got a bad day on the mound sometimes, but Brady Singer has been dominant for most of the season, giving up 1 run or less in 7 of the 11 starts. He's coming in with a 2.63 ERA and a 1.12 whip. And the Minnesota Twins, I think they're in big trouble in this game. The Royals, they got a huge win yesterday, 6-1. This team, they're not going to get swept. They won yesterday. I think they're going to push this series 2-2. I'm going to take Brady Singer here to shut down the Twins. Under 2.5 earned runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with the Tigers here on the money line going up against the Red Sox. I feel like we're back in the better pitcher here. And we're honestly, in my opinion, back in the better team. The Tigers, they've shown the ability to be a better, well-rounded team than the Red Sox. Also going with Carlos Correa, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Royals. Correa, he's in the 2-hole for the Twins, so he's going to get a lot of opportunities. So I have a lot of confidence in to get a hit and maybe score a run. Who knows? Also going with Jack Flaherty to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Red Sox. Flaherty, he's been a strikeout machine this year, and he's going up against a team that just likes to swing and miss.
I will allow Carlos Correa to have 2 singles with no run scored. Is that okay with you?
Hey, a cash is a cash.
All right. I'm going to take the Nationals and the Braves under run scored. I think everybody knows that the Nationals are the better team in that matchup, but we're going to take the under run scored in the first 5 innings of under 4.5. Then Aaron Judge, over 1.5 bases going up against Patrick Sandoval, who's really been struggling over the last couple games. His ERA is almost 6 on the season. Then Brady Singer, under 2.5 earned runs going up against the Twins. He's been pitching very well. He's given up 1 run or less in 8 of his 11 starts this season. That's going to continue today against the Minnesota Twins. Guys, it's going to do it. the MLB Picks and Props for Thursday, May 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball, it doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,